Hello, princesses, and welcome back to Not Fit for Print Beauty with me, Rebecca. Today we are going to look at a brand new product from Victoria Beckham Beauty. This is the new Reflect Highlight for all skin tones in the shade Amber, and it's beautiful casing. So we're going to talk about it, try it on, and compare it to the original Reflect highlighter stick. Okay, so now there are two versions. The original, which I do have here, is called Pearl, and this new amber shade supposedly is best for all skin tones. The Pearl, we'll swatch it in a moment. It's almost really translucent, but I could see that it could go a little too glaringly almost cool tone if you had a deeper skin tone. So this is supposedly going to make up for it and add a little bit more color in there in a kind of a golden range that would be suitable for every skin type, not just some. These are $42, which is quite pricey, but you are also paying for what is really a beautiful kind of user experience in this nice weighty gold casing. It really does make it stand out and make it beautiful. As I always say, you're paying for the packaging, so you might as well enjoy it. The other thing I do want to point out, if you noted a few moments ago when I mentioned the name of the product, I am trying as best I can whenever the information is available to me to put out the product amount, the country of origin, where it's made, I should say, and how long it lasts. And I want you to notice that this is indeed clean beauty, but lasts 24 months. A lot of reformulations of clean beauty now we are seeing are 6 months. So this should be commended for that. This is very clean beauty, has been from the start, not a reformulation, and yet 24 months. So hooray to Victoria Beckham Beauty for that. Okay, but the product is $42. This is luxury beauty. I don't expect anything less. Let's take a look first at Pearl. Then I'm not wearing any highlighter. We're gonna try it on. I need to talk to you about the product when we try it on, okay? So we have the Pearl here, and then I'm gonna open up the brand new Amber, which I swatched on my arm a little bit yesterday, but I haven't played with too much. Pearl right here, brand new shade in Amber right there. Sorry, me clicking these together is probably being picked up loudly by the microphone. I apologize by that. Okay, so you can see the difference there. Let's try an arm swatch. I'll do it outside as well, but let's see. I'm not sure. See, this is the original Pearl, and as you see it, almost all you can really see on my arm here, and probably outside as well, is kind of a reflective line. Didn't really have any color, but they do say that this new Amber is going to be more suitable for all skin types, and it basically just goes a little bit more golden. So the idea of this is it's kind of a balm, and I would compare it most, you might come up with some other comparisons in comments, but I would compare it most to the Pat McGrath balm, you know, the double-sided highlighter that she does, has a kind of gel-like stick on one end of it, and that's what I would compare it most to. Let's take this same arm and these same swatches outside into the warm California sunshine and let you take a look at it out there and see what you guys think. Now, when I first got the original product, I took it like I would the Pat McGrath product or so many other, what I generally refer to as a sticker cream highlighter. This is not really a sticker cream highlighter. It's much more like a balm. But when I first got the original, and I'm holding the original, the Pearl, I put it on like that, and it lifted up all of the product, and I was very dissatisfied with it. Since then, and I have reported back on this, I have learned to kind of gently put it on and then tap it on, and it gives a beautiful balmy highlight without any glitter and without any sort of reflection. It really just kind of gives a dewy balm-like finish. And in fact, Victoria Beckham developed this, and her brand developed this product to give your skin the type of glow that you would have after a really good facial. So it definitely feels like a facial treatment. It is not the same as a cream highlighting stick, and I need to make that very clear from my own experience. You're not going to just drag it across your face and then take a brush or take a will lift product. But if you kind of gently put it on and tap it in, you're going to have a better result. And I have grown to really love it. It is also lovely underneath product. So if you want to put it on bare skin and wear it like that, or put it on bare skin and then put a little bit of a light foundation over, it's beautiful. Today, what I have on for our purposes here is the Hourglass new skin tint. So I don't have much on, but you know, it's not if you're wearing a serum foundation, it really won't lift because that stuff is like cement, it doesn't move. But this, I suppose, could lift. So I'm going to put this on in kind of the new way that I've learned to do this. I'm not going to just drag it up. It is not a traditional cream. So I'm just going to kind of put it on a little bit there, and then I'm going to tap. And if you do that, it will not lift any product and you will get a really nice look. So let me just put a little bit more on. Okay, so you're seeing no highlighter at all on this side and a highlighter on this side. And I did not use any sort of glowy products on my base look so that nothing could get confused. There's a little bit of sparkle on my eye, but we are not using this on the eye today. Okay, so you'll see, let me see if I can get the light to catch it. Nothing on this side, and a little bit, should see a little bit of a dewy reflection on this side. I don't have to do a wear test because I have used this so much in the original Pearl formula. I'll do a little bit more. I'll over apply just a little bit more. If you really do what I just did really hard there, it's going to lift product. So you've got to be kind of careful to gently put it on and then tap it in. If it does lift a little bit of product, once you tap, everything goes back into place. So this is just kind of like a little bit of a learning curve, and that's why I'm mentioning it. And now you should really be able to see it. And as you see, though it's kind of a more golden amber color, it is not causing a problem with my skin tone. Now, many of you will ask, I know what you will ask because I would ask the same, is it going to feel kind of sticky all day? Does it dry down? Well, yes and no. It does not dry down. It is definitely a balm-like moisturizing feeling. This is a balm, not a cream highlighter. Really it is. But so you will throughout the day be able to feel it, but your hair won't stick to it. It's not like that. See there? They're catching the light there. Your hair will not stick to it. It is not uncomfortable. It moves with your face and your skin, but it feels like, and I'm very much over applying for you guys to see, it feels like a balm on your skin. Kind of like a nice moisturizer on your skin. So you will feel it on the skin, but you won't, it's not uncomfortable. It's not sticky. It remains a little bit tacky, but more like a moisturizer or a balm. I mean, it has a balm, like a lip balm would feel. So I'm really over applying it now. Now, the next question I know you guys will ask, and I know all these things having worked with the original shade, is will it enlarge pores or kind of bring attention to any sort of skin imperfection or textured skin? Well, no, not any more than an average highlighter would. So of course we know that highlight draws attention to, right? We use matte products to make things recess. It's just kind of color technology. And we use highlight to bring things forward. So though it does not sink into pores and, make caverns of your pores, it won't deflect from them either. It's essentially, in that sense, a highlighter. It draws attention to the high points of the face. And in doing so, if you do have any skin imperfections, it doesn't necessarily accentuate them, but it's not going to hide them either by nature of the beast, if that makes any sense, okay? This is a very, very pretty product. If you have the first and you like it, and I really am curious to hear from you guys below, if you have the very first one and you like it, you might like this more because it actually goes a little bit warmer. Because the first shade, the very, very first Pearl one, is a little bit, I want to say white based, but that's far too dramatic of a terminology. But because it is so light, it can almost have a cooler tone. This one definitely will warm up the complexion a little bit more. Can you powder it? Sure. If you powder it, will it feel less like a balm? Yeah, a little bit, yeah. Will it ruin it? No. I've put powder foundation over this and I've put regular foundation over and it still peeks through. Now I have tremendously over applied here, but I really wanted you to see what it looks like. I want you to know that I have grown to love this product. I did not like the first iteration of it at all when I first tried it, and I just kept working with it because I love the brand so much, and I've really had a turnaround. I just think it's a really pretty, almost glass skin look, and this is too glassy because I put so much on, but it's a really pretty, almost glass skin, balm-like look that when you work with it properly, and it's not that hard, it's not like it's a huge learning curve. When you work with it properly, it's a really kind of classy, sophisticated, healthy skin look without any of the glitter or kind of opal-esque kind of cool feature that a lot of highlighters have. It's kind of a new way to do highlight, and I think it's really sophisticated and pretty. Now, you will pay a pretty penny for it, but that is luxury beauty for you. All right, so those are my thoughts. I'd like to know yours. Did you try to pick this up? Did you try the first iteration in the pearl shade? And what do you think of the new shade? I'm so curious. This is what makes us a community, is to hear what you guys think about it. And can you think of any other balms to compare it to other than the Pat McGrath? Plus, do you need me to do any swatch comparisons over on Instagram? If so, just let me know here or over on Instagram. All of these things are important to us. It's what makes us a community, so let me know. Give this video a thumbs up if you enjoyed it. I sure hope that you did. Hey, if you haven't already done so, make sure that you subscribe to this channel. I know that YouTube recommends channels you have already watched, but if you actually hit subscribe, it's of great help to me in growing my channel, and I appreciate you being along for the ride. Plus, come on over to Instagram, TikTok, and now Threads and say a big hello. And don't forget that you can become a bigger part of this YouTube community by becoming a channel member, giving super thanks, or just shopping from the links below. It's all a big help. And I look forward to seeing all of you in the next video. Bye-bye.